We are officially here for WWE Night of Champions 2025, and this show's looking to be overall a pretty solid card, even though we didn't have a lot of time to build this card. But either way, I'm still excited for this show. Either way, before we get into everything, hit the like and subscribe button because it really helps out the channel. And remember, I have a Twitch and I have a second channel, so if you like in streams, gaming, anime content like that, or reactions, it will all be over there if you enjoy that type of content. Either way, let's get to the Night of Champions prediction. First, we get into a match that Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and I am so freaking first of all happy because Karrion Kross made it onto a PLE because I'm a fan of him. I like his work, and then having Sami Zayn there is great too because he's gonna get a massive pop in Saudi, and I already know Sami's great. I think it's gonna be a great thing for Sami there. But at the same time, this is really the massive test for Karrion Kross. Like, this is a make or break for Karrion. Like, we finally wanted him to finally get more moments on TV instead of being stuck in these 30-second to minute-long segments backstage, because as sooner or later you have to be in the ring, you have to wrestle, you're a wrestler. And I feel like too many people are being super nitpicky with Karrion Kross and made so much of a hater. Like, I'm not saying he's no 5-star wrestler. I say he's an alright wrestler. Like, he does nothing super crazy. People are acting like he's the worst or the worst, like he doesn't know how to wrestle. Like, I'm telling you, there's way worse people we've seen wrestle that are just not. So I'm like, people are hating too much, but either way, this is a make or break for him to get on TV. Even if he wins or loses, either way, I think in terms of story, if he doesn't win or win, either way it would be great for the story that him and Sami are telling. And outside of the story, just if Karrion Kross can put at least a solid to good performance or even outstanding performance, this would be great for him to be able to work with one of the greatest workers in the company of Sami Zayn, who's one of the best wrestlers that they have. So if Karrion Kross is able to do a good job here, there's a likely chance here to see him potentially in the more future with more matches. So I'm just hoping to give it a bit more of a pace in this match and actually get time, let Karrion Kross try to showcase himself and hopefully showing for Karrion Kross. But overall, I'm hoping this will be a good match, and we'll have to wait and see how it goes at Night of Champions, but I am picking Sami Zayn to get the win. Then we get to Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight, and I'm here for this. I'm here for this street fight. I think it's going to be interesting. I don't expect much craziness out of it just because I feel like this only happened because of the whole Liv Morgan injury that happened. I feel like Rhea and Raquel will maybe get involved, and if Liv is maybe going to face EO at this pay-per-view or PLE. But either way, I'm still here for the street fight. I feel like they're trying to, hopefully the women can get more over in Saudi, and they're trying to, I'm so happy too that Rhea Ripley is doing side quests too instead of just being title. I think side quests too fun and builds up more for the wrestler. I think this is great, and it's probably building to maybe a tag match between Rhea, Raquel, maybe Nikki and Roxanne. I don't really know where they're gonna go with this. It looks like maybe that's the direction they're gonna go, because I don't see this being an ending of them feuding with each other. But either way, I still hope this will be I think this will be an enjoyable match. I just wonder what they're gonna do for a street fight in Saudi. I don't really know. We're gonna have to really see how this goes at Night of Champions. But either way, cool to get this. I guess Raquel gets a PLE, so it's great for her because she has never been on PLE in a long time. Great to see Rhea Ripley on a PLE. But I do think there's probably going to be shenanigans. So I don't. Maybe we see EO come out. Maybe we see Roxanne come out. Maybe we see the rest of Judgment Day come out. I don't really know. I do think there's going to be some shenanigans in this match with people getting involved. But either way, I'm ready to see what happens in this match and after this match. But either way, I am picking Rhea Ripley to get the win. Then we get into the United States Championship matchup: Jacob Fatu, the champion, versus Solo Sikoa. And I'm hoping this match will be good. I don't know. Solo is not really the best, but Jacob Fatu has been running a lifetime and he's been amazing. And I'm hoping they do not end this one, because Solo should just not be champion at all. But I am happy that they are doing this story, because sooner or later the story was going to happen. I thought this story was going to be happening at WrestleMania, and now they're actually doing it here at Night of Champions. I wonder, are we going to continue the story afterwards, or are we going to go back to Damian Priest? Because Damian Priest to Jacob Fatu for the US Championship, sign me up for that match. But we just have to wait and see where that goes. But I think there's a lot of story elements here in this match of Solo saying he brought in Jacob wouldn't be where he is, but Jacob made himself over because he's just so great. And so it ties in all. I'm saying the worst thing they could do is put Solo Sikoa with the United States champion. That's just a horrible idea. Either way, outside of this match, which I'm hoping is a good match, but it's probably going to be another one Bloodline matches where it's super slow and Solo kind of iffy when it comes to good matches. It's kind of like here or there moments. I'm just hoping it will be at least a solid match. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I'm giving it hope because Jacob Fatu is in there. But either way, I definitely do think we're going to see shenanigans. I don't know if we're gonna see Hikuleo get involved, because he's been doing dark matches, which is crazy. Someone you've had off camera for a year and ready to put him in dark matches. Probably gonna see JC Mateo. I don't know if we're gonna see any returns of the Tongans, like Tonga Lower. I don't know. I think there's a higher chance for Tama Tonga to return, but I definitely do think outside of the shenanigans, I do think Mecha Fatu will get the win over Solo Sikoa. Then we get into the Queen of the Ring finals of Asuka versus Jade Cargill. I'm excited for this because I'm so happy that Asuka getting into PLE just after coming back. I am so happy because Asuka's one of my favorites of all time. This WWE to me at least, may have made it super obvious to me. So many people I've talked to, so many other people see in the line saying, "Oh, Jade got this in the bag. Jade has this in the bag." If you know WWE's booking of how they do things, they literally did it last year with the King and Queen of the Ring, Money in the Bank, and they did it this year's Money in the Bank. They always do it. One Raw person wins it, and one SmackDown person wins it. Well, last year's King and Queen of the Ring, who won it? Gunther, who's on Raw, won. Who won the Queen of the Ring? Nia Jax, who's on SmackDown. Who won last year's Miss Money in the Bank? Tiffany Stratton, she's on SmackDown. Who won the Raw Mr. Money in the Bank? Drew McIntyre, he's from Raw. This year, who won the Money in the Bank on Raw? Seth Rollins. Who won the Miss Money in the Bank for SmackDown? Naomi did. So like, it's so obvious to me. So many people think Jade's gonna win. Don't get me wrong, I definitely do see that WWE really wants to put the title on Jade. I see that they want to put the title on Jade. It's probably gonna happen later this year or by WrestleMania. Jade will become a champion. I just don't see that's her path. I see her still being involved with Naomi, and probably whenever Bianca returns from Evolution to SummerSlam, she's going to be involved with her around. I wouldn't even be surprised if Naomi gets involved in this match that cost Jade Cargill. Another thing that brings Jade Cargill to the story with Naomi's Money in the Bank, because I feel like those two are gonna run it back one more time before eventual triple threat with Bianca. And I just feel like they kind of make it obvious with that, which I'm not complaining, because I think Asuka is the right person to win, because I think it sucks you've been putting Io Sky in backstage segments, which she doesn't deserve that, because Io Sky is freaking amazing. But at the same time too, it would be a great way to rerun this dream match between Io Sky and Asuka, because when they first had their first match when Io was champion on SmackDown, that match was freaking awesome. And I feel like running this back at SummerSlam, with them not being together anymore with Damage Control, them running it back, and you can involve Kyrie, and then this can lead to a triple threat. There's so many great outcomes you can lead this match into. I think it's the best idea possible, and I just feel like that even though they made it obvious outside of that, I still feel like it's just the best way, the best option to have Asuka win it, because yeah, Asuka could still get a title match with Io without having to do all the things, but the Queen of the Ring makes it more interesting because Asuka went all the way through the Queen of the Ring to get that opportunity with Io. So we know we have it locked in for SummerSlam, and we can see the build going on forward instead of guessing like, ooh, was it gonna be this person? Ooh, was it gonna be that person? And also too, we don't really have enough time to really be guessing here and there between Evolution and then SummerSlam coming up. So we don't have all the time in the world to really be kind of doing who's gonna face who and whatever. So I feel like the best way is just to get this match out of the way and have Asuka win the Queen of the Ring. I think it's just the best option forward, and so I am picking Asuka to be your 2025 Queen of the Ring winner. Then we get to the men's King of the Ring of Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the King of the Ring final. And this is the same thing I've been saying. Queen of the Ring is that they made it obvious with the men's and women's Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring and the Money in the Banks for the past 2 years to make it who I think is going to be a SmackDown person. We're both from SmackDown, but I still feel like either way, I'm so excited for this match. I know people are saying, oh, why is this match not WrestleMania? Why is not this? Don't get me wrong. I wanted this match for the title. I didn't care if it happened at WrestleMania or not. I just really wanted this match for the title because how much history, how much lore there is between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. There is so much lore. And I'm surprised too, Randy Orton making it to another finals. I am here for that. This one, even the only issue about this one is it's kind of obvious who I think it's going to win. But this I'm still very excited for because it's a dream match that we're finally getting between these two with all the lore, all the history. I think it's going to be a great match between these two because I hope they do not stink it. I think this can be a very fun and great match. I feel like they kind of just made it kind of obvious because they obviously, even though I do think Randy will down the line win his 16th title, I feel like he will get that goal, winning another title. I think that's going to happen. I just feel like they really want to put Cody Rhodes back on the title. They want the title back on Cody Rhodes. They want to give him back the title. SummerSlam's on the corner, and that's the probably best match you can do possible because they already ran Randy Orton and Cena, and I feel like they want to re-one back Cody Rhodes and John Cena. And so I feel like it's make it kind of obvious that he might win just because, even though Randy Orton does have a shot here to win, I feel like they want their big top baby face of the company back as champion to be the face of the company, and not have John Cena say he's going to ruin wrestling here being champion. And I just kind of feel like that's the direction they're probably going here for rest of SummerSlam. I don't know if we get like maybe a Randy heel turn in this match, or maybe Randy does something to where maybe he turns heel and takes it his own way and maybe makes that SummerSlam match a triple threat. I don't really know where they're gonna go here because I feel like this is not gonna be the one-off. This is gonna lead, this match between Randy and Cody is going to lead eventually their next match. I don't know if it's gonna have time at that match or end up being the face and heel. I don't really know how the plan is, but there's gonna be a lot of ramification from this match between Randy and Cody of whoever wins it. There's gonna be a lot of ramifications, whatever the future has for both men probably feuding against each other again. Maybe at SummerSlam, maybe at WrestleMania. Who knows? But either way, I think Cody Rhodes is going to be your 2025 King of the Ring winner. And we get to the Undisputed Championship match of the John Cena defending against CM Punk. And I am so happy this match is happening because I get they're not in their prime as they used to. This is my favorite match of all time from them facing at Money in the Bank. I am so freaking happy that this match is happening again. I am so excited, so happy for this match. I think from the small preview we had in Elimination Chamber, I think these two working with each other still have it. I think they still got it. And even though, yeah, John Cena, you can be a little bit iffy about John Cena's reign, I'm kind of on the fence with it. Like, there's been some good moments, a lot of bad moments, and wishy-washy with this whole entire title run and this huge title reign. Wish it could be better. But overall, I really enjoyed everything they've done with CM Punk and John Cena. I think that has been very, very good. It's highlighted both men very, very well. Even though, my only issue with this is that even though we know who's likely going to win this, I just hope this is not the end between both men. I hope somehow, some way they run this back one more time somewhere down the line, having this match. I just don't want this to be the last match. I feel like they could run it back again in some type of fashion because I just feel like there's still more we could have built off of this feud. I would love to maybe see if the roles will reverse again, or maybe a face versus face. There's so many opportunities you can still do with these two. I don't know, maybe we get some shenanigans. I don't really know what the shenanigans would be. Maybe it involves Seth Rollins, because I don't know if we see a cash in here, because honestly Seth Rollins could be cashing in on John Cena or Gunther. I can see both of them. I don't know if we see Seth Rollins maybe try to get involved in this match, but it doesn't. It's a failed cash in. Maybe we see that at SummerSlam. I don't know. I definitely do see some shenanigans going to happen. Protect CM Punk and not make him take a clean loss. Maybe that's how we maybe get a rematch on the line. I don't really know. This whole landscape and seeing how pay-per-views are just so close, it makes things so confusing to see where we're going to see things go for Saturday night's main event. SummerSlam, I don't really know. But either way, I'm just still very excited and fun for this match happening, because I feel like a kid again, being so happy to see these two of my all-time favorites getting in the ring one more time against each other. And even though I hope this is not the last time, them getting in the ring again, facing each other, and I'm very excited for this match between CM Punk and John Cena. But either way, as much as I want CM Punk to be champion, I do think John Cena is going to be retaining his undisputed WWE Championship. But these are just my thoughts and my predictions of WWE's Night of Champions of 2025. The card could make or break. It could end up being a good show. It can go off the rails and be a bad show. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But remember to hit that like and subscribe button, because it helps out the channel. Remember, I'll be streaming on Twitch and on my second channel with all the other stuff I do. So if you enjoy that, go check it out if you have the chance. But let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts and your own predictions of this year's Night of Champions of 2025? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button. If to wait and see what happens at this year's Night of Champions and what will be our aftermath of Night of Champions. Have to wait and find out. But that's all for me. See you on the next one.